Welcome back, Shenani fam. I'm ShenaniDAD, and today we're going to look at another hobby of mine, and that is gaming. I found that the older that I get, the less inclined I am to participate in traditional sit on the couch or, at my PC gaming for hours on end while 14-year-olds tell me how they're my new daddy. So that being said, I've fallen into the filthy casual part of gaming, enjoying smaller time sinks on the phone. I especially love individuals or small teams who are passionate about bringing their ideas to life. My current infatuation is with a game called Pocket Ants, wherein you act as the commander of sorts for an ant army. You're tasked with sending your workers to collect leaves, seeds, and resin for your hive, which can be used to upgrade it. You can send it to your clan, or in my case, the clan of Ant Thulu, or you can spend it doing cooperative battles against the Termite king and queen. These co-op battles take me back to 2006 when I was still a Shenani boy, hidden away in my parents' basement, grouping up for instances in World of Warcraft. But it's bite-sized. Although it's a phone game, it has an in-depth community and works really well for anyone who can't dump 12 hours a day into modern MMOs. So I want to get into it and talk about some of the strategy I try to use whenever I join my clan in taking down the termites.
ShenaniDAD!
Whenever you're queuing for a lobby in literally any game, there's the same pitfalls that you can fall into. You'll always want to invite people who are from a dedicated place looking for these raids rather than using any kind of in-game finder. The quality of the players is almost always better, and most already know what the best strategies are, and they can pick up any slack if you're lagging or your child comes up and you need to ask,
Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake?
The developer for this game has done a great job balancing the fights. If you join as a clan co-op, the difficulty is based on your clan's level, and if you're doing a private or public co-op, the amount of players can increase the difficulty. Typically, we shoot for between 5 and 9 players depending on how strong people are in the group. As soon as everyone's paying attention and they hit that green check mark, it's go time. As long as the lobby host enters the king's chamber, the fight will immediately begin, and you can send your soldiers to attack. The king has 3 special attacks, and you really have to pay attention to his actions so you know how to react. His first move is indicated by this pop-up of a veiny looking icon. As soon as you can, you should hit the retreat button, run away from him so you aren't in front of his head. He can occasionally change direction when he's looking around for a place to charge to, so you'll want to prepare in case he makes a tree line for you. I notice a lot of players run as far away as they can, but if you stay relatively safe distance away, parallel to him, you can start walking towards the spot he's charging to, and then you can attack much faster rather than having to run across the entire room. If you have a bunch of players in the room, it can be a little difficult to see this second attack because the clan tags and names are hovering over the body. So you should do your part and stand off to the side during the battle or at the termite's head so you're not blocking other players' view. His back end starts to move off to the side, and that's your cue to retreat. However, you don't have to stop there. If you go up to the king's head and watch for your soldiers to get to you, you can start attacking again immediately, and they're gonna dodge that swipe. This is where having a unique skin can come in handy. Although skins use premium currency, I always find it worthwhile to support the dev, especially when it's cosmetics and not a pay-to-win system. And his third and final attack is that nasty spit. This is by far the easiest attack to avoid. You just gotta make sure your ants are attacking and keep yourself in the middle of his body. He'll spin around, spitting in every direction, but it can be a huge annoyance if you've died and you try coming back in the room and he just hits you. I'd suggest not trying to revive your units if you want to spend the gems unless you're in the boss's chamber and you know it's safe to do so. Otherwise, you'll risk losing your whole team as soon as you walk back in. Once you know the strategy, it becomes rinse and repeat. As long as you pay better attention than I do, you can easily keep your ants from getting gnawed on. As soon as you've downed the king, you're halfway done. Head through the door and the queen awaits. Send your ants to attack and keep an eye out for 3 big attacks. Help here would be to send your ants in, walk yourself into the middle or the right side of the queen's body, and then press the retreat, wait a second, press attack again. This will move your ants closer to the inside and they'll be safer from 2 of her attacks. The first attack is indicated by foaming at the mouth. She's gonna spit 3 lines of green junk toward the left side of the room, and as long as you stay under the queen, you're pretty safe. I occasionally like to stay halfway between her head and the door so that I can more easily recall my ants when she does the big puff attack. This just means I have to be more attentive when she does this attack so I can dodge or run under. The second attack is a swipe from the tail, and she moves it similar to the king, but when she does, she also does this blue swipe beam across the room. Sometimes it can be aimed towards the head of the queen, and if your ants are staying too far down the left side, they'll get hit. That's why staying underneath her is pretty important. Lastly, the queen will pop a vein, and you need to hit retreat and run towards the door as fast as you can. Typically, running for the left side of the door is safe enough, and you should wait there until all the little puffs completely disappear, because as you can see, even if they look like they're fading, they can still take you or your soldiers in one hit. You may have also noticed the yellow blobs in each of the boss's chambers. You can spend gems before co-op, or if you happen to lose all of your soldiers, get a spit attack. All you need to do is stand on the blob until your bar fills up, turn towards the boss, and hit spit. In the King's Room, you need to keep an eye out so you don't get mowed down or spit on yourself. And in the Queen's Room, you could stay on the bottom right corner of the blob, facing her, and just smash the button over and over, leaving only to dodge attack. And that's it. Once you've taken them both down, your whole group gets 2,000 resin and 30 minutes of termite-free tree. I like to park my garrison at the bottom and recruit soldiers to go with me to the top while I wait and watch. I've lost my entire workforce more than once because I wasn't paying attention and had nothing to defend the worker ants. It's also nice to be close by in case you run out of resin at the initial spot so you can easily select a new. I just want to thank you all for taking the time to listen to me talk about things I like. I've got a Discord link down below if you want to help me develop a community of hobbyists, make suggestions for new content, or maybe even find something new for you to enjoy. Please also take a second to click on the like and subscribe and bell icon like everybody asks so that you can support me as a new creator and see oversaturated YouTubers and get updates to my latest videos. Have a good one. See you next time.